Coach. Thank you. Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out. Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. At the 43-yard line.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. He's coming. He's coming. Hey, King. X3. 218. Chop it.
Off the play fake. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Curtis Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Well, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Yellow lady. 53. Try to do better. Come on, QB.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ready, 95, 56. Rip left, 53. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's caught by Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
First down. Ready? You ready? Check 53. Hey, kill. He's coming. Double up. Christian, travel. Shit.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Here I come again. Hey, receiver.
Following the interception, Cousins taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Cousins. Hunter Henry brings it in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Gun. Check 55, Mike. Know your job.
Here's Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Kill.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They try right side here, Gurley.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
5-9. Watch the pass. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
On first down, it's Gurley. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
First down, Giants.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
play fake. Cousins. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. David Moore, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now 14-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go back. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Giants nothing. Sam Hartman set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a play fake. Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go. Sammy. 6 guys. Check this out.
Breeze will try again on second down. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him. Throwing on second and long. Breeze.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 5 now. Cousins, and he fires one incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but now it'll be third down. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Completes it to Samuel. It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Curtis Samuel, 92 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Gun. First. Hey, echo.
Cousins on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Leave it, 28.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far they've got. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Ready, 95, 56, 53. Hey, pick your game up. Tonight.
Breeze now. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Jack Doyle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Wide. Jim. Yellow. Check 43.
Final play of the half. Cousins airing this one out for Evans. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Orbit. 53 the mic. 53. Check 53. Right here. 53 the mic.
Now Breeze. Then he finds Beasley complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Breeze. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. The 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate